Discussing the basic concepts of OOPS. Now let's discuss it practically, or do create a class, creating how to access with its object methods, how to access its properties. Let's see practically. So here I first make a class with name fruit, simply by just typing class keyword. Fruit is the name of class, and then colon, that means class started. Then I'll just use a property name, that is attribute name equal to mango. I'll just assign a value mango to name. So how to access this particular class? I'll just create an object that is orange. With the help of this particular line will use to create an object of class fruit. So orange is the object of fruit class. Now with the help of this object orange, you just want to access this name attribute by with the help of you can do this by simply with the help of dot operator. So just write orange dot name and the mango will be printed on your screen. Next I'll use a class that is person, and in this class I just want to explain you about the init function, that is the inbuilt function which is automatically called when you make a object of a particular class. When every time you make a object of a class, then this method is automatically invoked, so it is work like a constructor. So in this method, first of all, def keyword is used, as this is a function. Next double underscore, I have used 2 times underscore in the front and 2 times underscore at the end, and in between the name of function, that is init. Then first argument is self. Self is basically used here to denote the current block, as in previous language, as in Java, you use this operator, this statement to use the current block, like in this block if you want to use this, then you use the this keyword. So here in Python we use self keyword to access the properties of particular class. So I am passing name and age, and just simply self dot name is name, self dot age is age. When you create the object of this class, that is p1 equal to person, and passing the values. See here, when you create the object of the class, then automatically it will call the init method, and these values will be passed in this method. And when you try to print the particular value of that class by dot operator, it will print the value by object name dot the name of property or attribute. Then simply John and 36 will be printed on your screen. Now next is object method. See here, you see how to access object properties. Now if you want to access the method, what will you do? Here I'll make a method init, and second one is the my function, my func. Here I also just pass self to denote the current block. And when you call this function, first of all you just pass the values to the object by creating the object of the class in this way. Then simply by the help of object name, you just call the function, that is my function. Okay, so in this way object methods are created in Python. So move to next. Here are some built-in properties in Python. First one is your DICT, stands for dictionary. So first of all, as this all are the properties of class, so you need to access these properties with the help of class name. All these properties I'll accessed by the class name, that is ex dot. Here also at the starting and ending I have used 2 times underscores. Okay, so dict is used for represent the dictionary with the class namespace. Second, I'll use doc. Doc is basically represent the class documentation string. If the string is undefined, then it will return none. So it is returning none. Next is your if you want to get the name of the class, then simply use the name. It represents the class name. But in this thing, you just remember one thing, that to access these properties, you just need to call them by the name of particular class. Okay, I'm not using here object, I'm using class name. Now next is module. If you want to get the module where it is functioning, that the main module is main function, main module. Okay, so the output is main. Next, basis attribute is tuple that contains the base classes. So it will be helpful when we do inheritance. In that case, we will use base classes and derived classes concept. So now move to some built-in class functions. The first one is your has attribute. As the name suggests, it checks whether or not the given attribute is available in the attribute of a given class. For this function, the first argument should be the class name and the second argument should be the name of attribute. So it will simply check that in object, that is the class of this object, it has A or not. As here A is present, so it will return true. Next is get attribute. It is a function which used to return the value of given attribute in the given class, as the name applies. So the first argument should be the name of class and the second argument should be the name of attribute you want. Okay, so here by get you just want A, then simply 100 is printed. Here I also use another function, that is set attribute. It is used to change the value of that particular attribute. Here now I am changing the value of A attribute to 200, 100 to 200. So when you try to print the value of A, it will print 200. Okay, so these all are very easy methods of class. Next one is your, see here I want to show a delete attribute. See here this program is giving error to me. Why? As firstly when I get attribute, it will print value to A, but when you delete the object A and want to try this, like to print again A, but now A attribute is deleted, that's why it is giving error. Okay, so now move to our next part, that is public and private method. Basically in the class the methods are of two types. One is your public and second one is your private. The public method is available inside and outside the class, whereas private method is available within the class. If you try to access private method outside the class, then it will give you an error. As in this case, I'll make this method private and want to access outside the class. It is showing me an error that Excel, that is class name, object has no attribute, that is __ read. See, also the private method name should begin with a double underscore only at the front end. So here first I'll make the init function, then I'll make a function read private, then I'm using a public function disp. So when I try to firstly I make the object of this class, then I try to call the read function and it is giving error. Why? Because read is a private method, it can't be accessed from outside the class. So after change, like if you want to access this method, what you will do, you just print here, as disp is a public function, public method, that's why you can access this method. Now you try to run it. See, simply it is asking for the value and it will print that particular value. So here is the functioning of public and private method. These are some properties, some methods, and something about public and private methods in class in OOPS concepts. So now move to our next concepts.